Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about on my moving show. I'm going to talk about a debate that tends to come up. Is Apple Macintosh OS or Apple's Macintosh operating system stable and secure? Well, a short answer would be no. Even though Apple will claim that they've been making power boxes and operating systems since at least 1984 or 1985, or whatever they got started, they will never, ever be able to make any of their stuff stable or secure. You see, anyone who has an Apple Macintosh computer knows that they still got to put third-party antivirus protection, regardless of which one it is. Now, they're going to claim that since their operating system is unique and a lot of people don't have it, they're going to claim that hackers aren't wasting their time with it. But the truth is, hackers basically can know how to mess up Apple Macintosh OS. It is just as susceptible to the same viruses and worms and, malware that Microsoft Windows is susceptible to. But there's always going to be that one person that always wants to claim that it's not true. No, it's not true. Apple Macintosh OS is stable and secure. Well, Hiroko, it isn't, Jordan says. I mean, if it was, why would you have to put third-party antivirus on it? And if it was, why would viruses and worms and malware be getting on it then? Oh, I don't know, but I'll get back to you. The truth is that Apple never ever said their shit was any more stable or secure. Now, Google, making Google Chromebase, Google Chromebook computers of Google Chrome OS, can say that their operating systems are more stable and secure with their sandbox and built-in antivirus, anti-malware program. And unlike the traditional antivirus program that are on the market where they work with detecting, quarantining, and deleting it, the sandboxing on Google Chrome OS contains the threat. If it detects a threat, the threat is contained to the tab of whatever website you're on, and it cannot infect the tab or infect anything anywhere else on the operating system of the computer. All right. Now, they're going to claim this because a lot of them claim it, but the truth is it's not. Oh, but Apple Macintosh operating system is rare. Well, it ain't that rare, and hackers know how to mess with it. Unlike Google Chrome operating system is more rare, and even less people have it. So think about that. Okay. You know what? I still think they're better. Well, that's their win. Everybody's entitled to their win. But the truth is that Apple always claimed that they were better at making all this stuff. Granted, they got their little phone line that they've been making for years. Granted that they have their Apple Macintosh computers that they so much brag about, claiming they're so great. But really, at the end of the day, they're not really that stable or secure. Well, Google ended up making their own Google Pack, the iPack. That's the Google's phone equivalent to it. And a lot of people were claiming that, and when the Google Chromebase and the Google Chromebooks came out, that was basically could counter anything an Apple Macintosh computer or Apple MacBook could do. The one thing it couldn't do is it couldn't be secure and stable. Now, the only thing Apple can actually claim and say is, Well, our verified trust is quick. Yeah, good for you, because that was the only thing they could ever pick up on. Wawa and Hiroko, you can come back and talk to me when they mastered the stableness and the secureness of it. But of course, we know they never will. Jordan, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Well, when I tell you right now, when Apple's never ever going to make any of their stuff secure or stable, you know, and you can mention everything. Well, then how come W Network has problems? Well, W Network has problems on Google Chrome regardless of what operating system you're using. Okay? Just because W Network can run off of another operating system or web browser with no trouble doesn't actually claim it's secure or stable. You know? But of course, there are a lot of people to this day that still think that maybe Apple will finally that they'll do all that shit. Well, they never will. Okay, the old days where the Apple used to brag about how better their computers were than the Microsoft ones is pretty much non-existent, not even real anymore. Stopped being a long time ago. Now, pretty much these days, if there's going to be a new shout out for it, it would basically be a Google Chromebook versus a Google fighting an Apple MacBook, a Google Chromebase versus an Apple iMac toss. And basically, one could claim, oh, well, I got a verified trust that runs quick. My verified trust runs quick. Do you have a sandbox that contains everything so virus and worms and malware can't get on? They're gonna say no. Is you got built-in antivirus and worm and malware? No, would be another check mark. Is your stuff yeah. And they're going to say, oh, ours is cheaper. They're going to claim that, but the truth is their stuff is probably more expensive. No, the Google Chromebooks are usually the cheapest out of the computer lines, of course. But in my opinion, I think Google has Apple beat. And, Apple's claiming they're better than Microsoft. Oh, wow, that was their win. But when it came to Google, Apple was always second place after that, and they couldn't handle that. Never can. So come back to me and do your research, and you know for a fact, for truth, that that Apple Macintosh or Apple MacBooks are not secure or immune to anything. Yeah, you're right. So that's it. I'm Jordan Long, and I hope you enjoyed this moving show.